Well, hello there and welcome to Travels with Geordie. If this is your first visit, my name is Peter Knowles and I live in an old wooden motor cruiser in Victoria, British Columbia, along with the loving memory of my pup Geordie, all the while fixing it up for some pretty major cruising. Speaking of cruising, if you've been following along, you'll know that I've been cruising the last several months aboard MV Zephyrus with my good friend up in Desolation Sound in the Inside Passage of British Columbia. We're having a wonderful time. And now we are officially heading south. This is Lund. We've been here on the way north and we're provisioning and heading down the Inside Passage and eventually home. Gosh, I just love Lund. It's the perfect little seaside village. And of course it has the famous Nancy's Bakery. And so it's a chance to get a last little round of baked goods before heading south. So let's jump back in time a little bit and pick it up in Walsh Cove, which we absolutely adore. Welcome to Walsh Cove, one of my absolute favorite spots on the coast here. A lot of it has to do with this group of islands here, which are just gorgeous, and they're just an unbelievable playground to explore with the dinghy and actually swim through. We've just been for a swim. It is hotter than heck. We have 14 feet of tide here this week, and it's amazing the difference. Well, we'll take you for a little tour, and you'll get to see just what these islands are like. didn't know if I would ever experience that. And good morning from Melanie Cove in Prideaux Haven. We snuck in here last night, and largely because we had tried to go into Donup Bay, and it was blowing up pretty strong, and it's a shame because we were meeting some friends in there and they were already set, but we just didn't feel comfortable. Anyway, we're off today up to Donup by way of Refuge. And back in Refuge Cove, just can't get away from the cinnamon rolls here, hot every morning. They're just fantastic. Plus, Lady Zephyrus just bought me this fabulous wool shirt. It's just gorgeous. I love it. It'll be great when the weather gets a little bit cooler. But, so, I don't know why, but as you know, I just love this place. Let's go for a walk. Cinnamon rolls. Well, this is spectacular. We're just coming around the top of Cortez Island, you see behind me, and this will be the furthest north we are on this year's cruise. West Redonda on your right, and beyond that, the Great Inside Passage, Alaska after that, a long way. But we're going to go around the top here of Cortez and down into Donup Inlet, which I'm really looking forward to. We've never been in there before. I don't know if you're getting any of this. This is Donup Inlet on Cortez Island, a very long and narrow, deep inlet. Just an amazing spot, like so many other amazing spots. We're in a lovely little corner of it, just about to get some fantastic golden hour light. Not too crowded, which is nice. I think it's time for a little dinghy ride. We're way up an inlet in Donup in the dinghy, and this wood here, I think, is planks of an old stage, an old, really old dock, or an old, could have been a log dump, I suppose, but just an amazing spot in here. This is Gorge Harbor Marina, kind enough to let us stop over for a little while to go to their little general store, and apparently there's a market. Yeah. really great little market, including a food truck. I'll check that out, definitely. Behind me are the purveyors of the very famous cinnamon buns that were baked on a wooden boat up in Desolation Sound for decades, and it's just total fluke that we happen to find them here at the market. So we have some of their cinnamon buns to add to the collection. Little store. Boating in the era of COVID. So they're off to the lake. I'm bowing out.
Hey, that's 6 feet, right, Pete? We're okay?
Totally okay.
All right, man. Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Have fun, eh?
Pan around and get a shot of yourself now.
Okay, I will.
And Griffin.
Hey, Griffin boy. How you doing, buddy boy? And we're back in Roscoe Bay, and just love this spot. Thought this might be a good opportunity to answer a question and point out the transom shower. The question being, did the hot water work after I put the new thermostat in? And I can tell you, will this actually steam at all? No, but that is, whoa, that is hot. It is really hot. So yes, the thermostat fixed the hot water from the engine situation, and now we have 11 gallons of piping hot water every time we go for a short cruise, which lasts about 24 hours, a little more. Absolutely brilliant. So that worked out really well. So I did mention I'd also talk about the shower itself. This has been really great. You will recognize that this is simply one of those hardware store plant watering thingies. The aluminum tube in the middle was about twice as long originally, but it does mean you get a nice little shower head, which is adjustable. You get a little handle jobby here for on-off flow control, and you can latch it on if you so choose. And it connects to a braided water hose, which is basically a dishwasher, or yeah, I guess it's mostly used for dishwashers. It's a tall riser. It's a pretty standard fitting, but it uses regular hose fittings, and that's crucial because it comes down here and connects to a splitter. Now the splitter is backwards. This is hot and this is cold, and it just uses hose fittings, but this allows me to balance between full hot and full cold, and which gives me my temperature adjustment. Now of course, because it's backwards, when it comes onto here, this is backwards and needs a gender bender to go forwards again up at this end, and there is the male to male gender bender. Works really well, costs next to nothing, and hot water shower on the transom, bonus. And yes, I know you're all asking, yes, I shower in the buff. Over the last couple of episodes, I've had quite a few comments requesting boat tours of the various wooden boats that I meet, and that is very true. It'd be fantastic. Most significantly was Bianca, our friends that you saw in the last few episodes in their beautiful Chris craft. Well, it so happens that I actually did shoot an interior of a tour of that boat some weeks ago when we were at the Couch and Bay Wooden Boat Center, and for a little video to help them out in their year with very, very little attendance. So following is the clip from that. Very, very simple. The audio's not too good, but at least you get a quick tour, and after that I'll show you where you can see a few more.
Hi there. So we have a 1959 Chris-Craft Express. So compared to other wooden boats, these are a little bit different because we have a completely flat bottom. So this is a planing hull boat, and we usually cruise at 20 knots, which is also our most fuel efficient speed. And she is made all of mahogany, and the top sides are batten seamed, and the bottom is double planked. And she's 32 foot long, but she's only about 10,000 pounds. So they are very lightly built to be able to get up on the plane. So, welcome on board. So this is our after cabin, and we have all the original mechanical instruments. So everything here looks as it did when she was new, except that we have some electronics that you have to have these days that there is no way that we can have the original ones. But the rest is original. This is the cabin, and here it looks very 50s, and we have been trying to be as era correct as possible. And if you look over on the magazine stand, all the magazines are from 1959. And here I was able to find a dishwasher. It's from 1961, so it's a little bit off, but still it's a dishwasher from that era. And let's look at the head, where Cecilia has put in a tiled floor, and this is a wooden boat, so everything moves a little bit, so that floor is not grouted. So she went with a caulking gun between all of those tiles, which is about a mile or something like that. Yes, and this is where we sleep. I think that's it.
And if you enjoyed that, I'll include a link below in the description for the little promo video I did for the Cowichan Bay Wooden Boat Center, which also includes a tour of the spectacular wooden boat Euphemia, as well as a very modest and quick tour of MV Zephyrus. And hopefully you'll enjoy that, and hopefully if you're ever in the neighborhood, you can go and visit the Cowichan Bay Wooden Boat Center. Cheers! Well, hello and welcome to the Travels with Geordie Beer of the Week. This is a little bit ambitious. We're perched on a cliff over the ocean here with a long shot. Really excited about this, but it's a beautiful evening, so it'll be lots of fun. Tonight, we're going to do the Townsite Brewing Sentinel Ridge Belgian Single. Now, it's a little foamy because I've already opened it because we neglected to bring a bottle opener over here onto the island, so I had to open it up between a crevice in the rock, and that did create a bit of a foamy mess. But hey, I'm getting a really nice pour out of it, so let's see what we think of this. Cheers. That is really lovely, And doesn't it just suit a perfect night like this? The word of the week this week will be ambitious, because getting this shot on time was ambitious. Cheers.